Maya hasn't opened the message on her phone because she already knows what it says. Behind the screen, a chat full of strangers is celebrating a chart going straight up. On her desk, an unphotographed hat sits next to a plate of breakfast she forgot to eat 4 hours ago. This is it. We're so back. Half the chat saying the same 3 words on a loop. Bye, 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 floods past. She'll open it in a minute. She has, by her own reckoning, all the time in the world. A new token and app goes live, promising the exact thing she's been wanting. The pitch is a sentence long. Sell your stuff to someone directly, keep what you earn. No app taking a fifth on the way past. Launch day, 9 cents. Day 3, 40 cents. End of the week, past $1.50. 17 times over, the kind of chart people screenshot without explaining why. Maya watches the whole climb from outside it, phone in hand, refreshing a price. Not buying a single coin. She knows the problem already. A listing she spent 20 minutes photographing, buried under a boosted post within the hour. Fees in, fees out, a payout that sometimes takes 2 weeks. So when the token crashes back down almost as fast as it climbed, she doesn't feel like she missed anything. She's watching the number get closer to something she can afford. She feels like she found the door instead of the window. She posts something about how the people panic selling now are the ones who'll be begging to buy back in at triple. 40 reactions. She's not proud of it later. Not because it was wrong, but because of how good it felt to say it. The coin and the app are the same bet. Every sale is supposed to buy back a slice of the coin and destroy it. The more people use the app, the less of the coin there is, and the more the rest is worth. That's the promise. If the app wins, so does the coin. She buys on the way down only when it settles, watching it fall from $1.50 to 20 cents before she puts in a single dollar. Not the launch, never the launch. Whatever's left once everyone chasing it has already panicked and sold. She mentions it to Ellie over breakfast, mostly in passing. Who even built it, Maya? Or is it just another group chat with a logo? Ellie says, not even looking up. Not advice she was asking for. Surprised Ellie even said it. Feels weird. Takes it anyway. And goes looking for more answers. She joins the Discord expecting a ghost town. It's not a ghost town. Quite the opposite. 100 people awake at 1 a.m, arguing about shipping insurance like it's a personality trait. The pinned announcement has been a broken image link for 2 months. Nobody's fixed it. Maya starts typing, then posts daily, and then, without ever really wanting to, becomes the person newer members get told to ask. Which turns out to be a job. She leaves breakfast halfway through to settle an argument between 2 strangers she'll never meet, writing the same explanation at 1, at 2, at 3:30, while her own listings sit unphotographed by the door. Nobody asked her to. That's the part she'd have said out loud, that nobody made her do any of it. She gets to know one of the people actually building the thing. Turns out to be the CEO, answers questions at 2 a.m, some time zone away where it's the afternoon. Maya feels like Ellie would be proud, finally knowing who's running the show. More than once, the CEO tells her the explanations are better than the actual white paper. Maya's not sure if that's a compliment to her or an insult to the white paper. Probably both. Weeks later, someone sells a jacket to a stranger 3 states away. No app taking a cut, no algorithm burying the listing. Maya lists the old hat the same week just to see. It sells and the money lands nearly whole. Proof the idea underneath works. She screenshots it. Something to look at on the nights the price makes it hard to remember why she's still here. The price goes quiet. Flat for months, then flatter. Maya checks it while she's brushing her teeth, out of habit more than hope. Keeps buying anyway. Same amount, same logic. This isn't a trade she's timing. It's something she's decided to believe in. The server has a running joke about the roadmap. Same 4 items since launch. One of them, just the word partnerships. Nobody finds this suspicious. Everybody finds it funny. It's October and the market turns everywhere. Bitcoin starts climbing. The feed fills with green candles and screenshots of gains that have nothing to do with her. Maya checks her own chart out of habit, expecting to finally see what everyone else is posting. She doesn't. Her token, the one she's held through a year of nothing, drops under 9 cents, under launch date, under everything, all-time low. She checks it twice, then 3 times, 4. It's not moving. Alts lag Bitcoin. A year deep, she knows that much. But lagging is one thing. Below launch, with nothing built and nothing coming, is another. She says so in the same Discord she spent a year building trust in. Not an accusation. The kind of question she'd want asked. Why is this the one thing going down while everything else is going up? She asks for something real underneath it. Enough sales to burn anything. Any sign the promise it launched on was ever switched on. They tell her they're working on it. She asks again, suggestions attached. Weeks pass, nothing changes that she can point to. Then a partnership gets announced. No name, no date, just the word. The token doubles in a day, 15 cents, and gives it all back inside a week. A month later, a shiny new set of rules for where the money goes. Same shape, a spike, a victory lap, a slow bleed back under 10. It never gets above 15 cents again. The roadmap gets an update eventually, same 4 items. Partnerships now has a subheading. What comes back isn't an answer. It's the same reassurance worded differently each time until she stops being able to tell the difference between being answered and being managed. Maya doesn't know what the silence is covering. She just knows it feels familiar in a way she can't put a word to. So she keeps asking, in the server first, then louder. Loud enough that people who used to answer in minutes take notice and stop answering at all. She doesn't get banned. That would have been simpler. The colour next to her name in the member list is just gone one morning, and the channel where the regulars talked doesn't load for her anymore. The message comes after that from the CEO, the same person who once told her the explanations were better than the white paper. You're not being helpful anymore. Step back for a while. 2 lines. From someone who used to write her paragraphs, whose messages she'd leave unread for an hour, not out of urgency, but because whatever she'd sent would still be good news when she got to it. A year of being the person newer members got told to ask. Free customer service, it turns out, for people who had plenty of time to think about their own wallets. She leaves. Actually leaves. The server, the group chat, all of it in one sitting. The way you delete a number you know you'll be tempted to text. What she does instead, a week later, is the thing she never thought to do from inside it. Every burn has an address, a public one where tokens go to stop existing. Anyone can look. It takes 30 seconds. She pastes it in at 11:30 at night, waits for the page. Nothing, not this year, not since launch. She refreshes it because that's what you do. Still nothing. 0. Not a slow burn, not a small one. It never happened once. And it had been that easy to check the whole time she was explaining it to newcomers in her own words. A year of her life, sitting on top of a sentence nobody ever wrote into the code. That's the first thing, and it's the kinder one. Somebody didn't build something. She keeps going anyway because now she can't not. The wallets that held the team's tokens at launch, where they moved, when. The dates line up with the partnership and the new rules. Every announcement she cheered for was a door someone else walked out of. Which is the second thing, and it isn't laziness. Somebody wrote those announcements. Somebody picked the days. The last of it clears the week they told her to step back. She checks it twice, hoping the first read was wrong. It isn't. She was right. She'd been right the entire year she was being told, in increasingly fewer words, that she wasn't. Nobody hid any of it. It sat in public the whole time, free to anyone who thought to look. Which is somehow worse because it means they knew nobody would. Ellie finds out the way everyone finds out. Maya says it flatly over breakfast, months late, like a thing that happened to somebody else. Ellie doesn't say she told her so, doesn't say anything, just slides the cereal box across without being asked. Kind and somehow worse. Nothing about being right changes what happened to her. Nobody invites her back to say she called it. There's no version of this where being right turns into anything at all, except knowing. Being right and being listened to were never the same thing. She just used to think they were, the way most people do, until the exact moment they find out otherwise. Who in your life is getting your best hours and who is getting what's left?